But let's talk about basketball now. So we talk about the NBA, we talk about salary cap, which I've never particularly been a fan of, living in America, free market capitalism, all these things we hear. How are you capping salaries, especially for a league that's predominantly black men? But how much would an international team need to offer a star to make them consider dipping from the NBA?
Hey, man.
Didn't we already have this conversation?
We did, but in light of these recent events.
Now let's see.
I got some Saudi connects because I used to live next to some Saudi. Hey, listen, Gilbert Arenas and Saudi, I lead these motherfuckers right now. Right now, 1 year deal. I'll be there.
Gil Halil.
Shit.
How much you need?
Huh?
How much would you guys? How much you think?
Halil
Gilbert
Arenas
offer? Let's say like Shy. A player like that, like he's on the rise. He was in the.
I don't give a fuck about no show. I'm talking about myself.
Gilbert, you are not playing anymore.
I said this podcast. You motherfuckers right here on this couch.
We can't come with you, Gil?
Hell no. Y'all gotta do your own deal.
How much
Can we keep the studio at least?
Hey, y'all can keep this shit.
House too?
Hell yeah.
You have it all.
About to get that Saudi money, 50 million 1 year to podcast.
Maybach, you keep the Maybach.
But we talked about this previously. I think the consensus back then was that stars wouldn't do it. But this opens up a whole nother issue, right? I'm just saying, at what point now, and you got like the LeBrons of the world, but what about Ja? Oh, y'all want to suspend me for 25 games? My juice is bigger than the league. LeBron is bigger than the league.
75 for what? Well, I mean, it's hard because he's under contract.
Grass ain't greener on the other side.
And that we're gonna get into that. We're getting that a little bit. But let's hypothetically.
That's a different discussion, right?
Let's say he was a free agent.
I go into free agency.
Someone like Ja, or just
a Ja. For sure.
I would say LeBron.
100 for a year. 100 for a year should be fine.
Yeah.
500 for the year.
500 for the year. I don't think he comes back to the NBA.
Yeah, I must say. Yeah, he never did.
You pay me $5 million a year? Fuck.
500.
I'm out. I'm done.
Ain't that a 1 year deal? Wasn't that a 1 year? That's 775
with
1 year.
Famous nigga in the world.
So let's say LeBron now. And I'm going to say, LeBron, look, you already won 4 chips, 4 finals MVPs, 4 MVPs. Your legacy in the NBA is cemented.
200.
So 200, because I was going to say like 3 to 350.
350
for a year.
But I'll give you 2-year, $400 million deal.
I'll take
The
that.
NBA would be. The NBA would be in it.
They'll be disgusted.
Yo,
No, once he's like done playing.
Because that's gonna start a domino effect.
No, I don't think so.
Yes,
You're getting the end of my players.
It doesn't matter though.
So let's take it a step further. So we've seen the Saudis take over corners in American sports. Live Golf ganked some of the biggest golfers in the PGA Tour, eventually forced a merger. And as much as we love the NBA as we know it now, we got to show some love to the ABA, which popped up in 1967, lasted for 9 years, but was able to more or less strong-arm the NBA into forcing a merger as well. And a lot of the game as we know it now is a result of those ABA innovations, three-point line, hardship, bringing in guys, Spencer Haywood and Moses Malone, and guys who didn't have to do the 4-year joint. You know what I mean? So we've seen it before. And when that happened, I think the league was like 21 years old when the ABA launched in 67, so it made sense at that point. NBA was still new. There was ability to push the paint. They never could get to that financial side because they couldn't get a national broadcast deal.
And then they have the black players.
But the ABA teams were smacking the NBA teams in exhibition. So imagine NBA champion takes on ABA champion, and the ABA champion busts their ass.
Them.
Joking around getting busted by the ABA team.
Yeah, because it was white versus black.
Yes.
So this brings me to our next question.
Cocaine versus the weed.
Could a heavily funded alternative basketball league come for the NBA's throne?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I already gave y'all the new game plan with the game, the world versus the dream team.
Yeah, I think
Like, let's just start creating new games.
especially basketball.
Al-Halal. Hit up Mr.
Especially
B.
basketball.
Mr. B got some fucking, got some
China,
suggestions.
like the money that China has and the money that Saudi has. I mean, you're talking about just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles, right? Who's up next year? What big name is up next year? Is Booker coming up next?
Let me see.
I'll say Booker. I'll say Booker. I'll give you, if I'm Saudi, I'll give you $500 million. You come over here and play half a year.
A lot of players would
I'm
do
out.
that.
Right?
Yeah.
Half a year.
Care about no NBA.
You can go back. You can go back. Like especially, you can go back and sign your contract at All-Star break. I just need you from here to then.
and not even to give the formula, but you'd probably have to stagger it if this was to happen over like a 3-year period, right? So you could hit the 2024 free agents, hit the 2025 free agents. It'd have to be that first class of free agents to kind of take that leap of faith. But then over those next 2 years, I could build a league
around.
No, but what I'm saying is I see if I can entice them first, right? So like let's say China, because China starts in like October, November, and they end around February.
Yeah.
Right? And I say, I give you $500 million for 32 games. Right? Now, when a player looks at the contract, you know, Booker's gonna sign $370 for 5, and he has this deal for $500,000 for 32 games. Like, no. I'm gonna sign this 5-year deal in February.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I'm just gonna miss half the season.
Yeah, what they gonna do, not sign you? They will.
So here's the other side of it, right?
They can.
They will.
Like, y'all played in China. Did you necessarily like that experience?
No.
You miss being home, right?
Well,
I mean,
Did you miss living in America, though, I would
It was
say?
solid for me, man.
It was decent?
did.
Was it better?
6-star
Just the
hotel.
food.
Yeah, but was
The
it
food
better
in general,
than?
Yeah.
Was it better than being and playing in the NBA?
No,
I played in Shanghai, so I'm fine.
Okay, but now,
it was cold as
China was
so
fire.
look, but LeBron, Steph, you don't got to come to Saudi Arabia. You don't got to come to China. We'll put the league in America.
First of all,
No, you're not gonna.
First of all, when you that name, trust me, you gonna have English everything.
Yeah, for sure.
They
I
said
get it.
The T-Mac had all Phantoms following him. He had a compound and
Yeah, they got
chefs
the
and all
money.
that. So
They got the money.
you that person, you ain't got to. The rest of the city might be fucked up, not you.
But my point is, you don't even got to come to China or here. We'll bring the league. We'll bring the league right to America.
An alternative league.
6 to 8 teams.
No, that defeats the purpose.
That defeats the purpose.
That's
Why?
defeats the
You want to take the stars out and put them in your country.
Yeah, like I want to be gone. Like I don't want to
Money over
be.
there.
I don't want to be on U.S. soil still. The NBA's going and I'm playing in
Still
another.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
my point of why it would not work.
But from a competition standpoint, I think we said
I think eventually
the league's not
it could-
competitive enough. Guys will be like, look, the NBA is more competitive. But if the league is on the same level of competition,
You'll take the money for a short term.
yeah, for sure.
Right, but for long term for the league, it's not gonna last because guys would rather be home because they're gonna learn that overseas is not where it's at when it comes to long term shit.
So what if we do a mix?
And B.
I mean, shit, 500 million. They gonna make sure
First
my
of
whole
all,
family coming.
I can't wait to leave.
500
America.
million.
You don't leave.
My whole family coming. My whole family coming.
That's what I'm saying. It's just not as enticing.
Oui.
After the bread,
Listen, they'll be all right.
after the bread,
French fries.
Pause.
do all that.
Pause.
Listen, they'll be all right for a couple months. They'll be all right for a couple, living like that.
Even a year, so maybe
But what
a
if you
year.
split it?
I
Now
think-
Saudi
I
league
think
is like,
people
all right, you got to play
understand.
half the season in Saudi Arabia. To your point, that they're gonna
Y'all
want.
acting like Saudi some.
Like it's so awful.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's about they got the red carpet. You giving me that? I know I got the red
Lit.
carpet.
Yeah.
Put you up in a palace, like.
I'm gonna have
lit.
my own concerts. The homies is coming over. All that.
But you play half the season out there, half the season in America.
I wouldn't come back. Why?
Yeah.
If the league was structured that
Okay.
way. What's up, everybody? As you know, Gilbert Arenas is presented by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest and best way to play fantasy sports. You can pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy projections, and you have the opportunity to win up to 20 times your money in a single night. We're doing the 5 ways, the 4 ways, the 3 ways. You know, you can do them 2 ways too, but the real bread is at the 5-way. Gil, who you rolling with right now? Oh, you got
Oh yeah, just pick the 5-way.
that WNBA.
WNBA, all 5. Let's rock it.
Let's get this
Yes,
bread.
sir.
Now, Underdog is available in 30 states and Canada, except Ontario. Get your minds right. Get on with the Underdog Fantasy crew. And if you want to get down, use promo code GIL and Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. You put 100 in, they give you 100 right off the top. You start with 200. Really get them pick'ems going. Everybody out there, make your next move your best move. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code GIL, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. You can't beat that. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Keep watching, keep supporting the movement.
I'll do it again. Use promo code GIL.
Sound like a good promo code to me.
Age is 0. Change the game. Put that respect on his name. Look, with the honor call for greatness, the chosen a few that carry the gift of genius, who do what they do, who possess finesse of blessed with desire, it's true. I'ma say it loud, none other than who?